just got myself a driving license for a motorbike in Thailand. I'm going to tell you how I did it. It cost me in total 2,105 baht, so I'm going to talk you through it, and you could have actually done it for just the 105, but I'll get into that in a minute. Right, so I've picked up my license here in Chatham. I'll just walk down the beach so you can see the beach as well. So there is a land transport office. That's the place where you get the license from. There's a land transport office in most districts. I live in Hua Hin, so my closest one is Prambori, but you have to book an appointment, and to book an appointment it was a little bit slower at Prambori, so I came over to Chatham. So yeah, here at Chatham I did all my paperwork and everything last week. On like Friday I finished it. Today's Monday and I've managed to get myself an appointment to actually get the license, so it's a really quick process. So the paperwork that you actually need is, I'll go through it in order. First, you need to do a safety course. If you've never had a license before, I should say. So you have to do a safety course first, which you can do at the different sort of driving schools and things. You can do them at the land transport offices as well. If you do them at the land transport office, I don't think it costs you anything. I'm pretty sure it doesn't cost you anything. But you might struggle if you're not in a tourist area, because they might not have any instructors that speak English. So I did mine at a driving school, which is why it cost me 2,000 baht. But the driving school also help you with all the paperwork, everything else that you need. So what do you actually need? Okay, you need a proof of residency, which you can always get from wherever you're staying. So even if you're staying at a hotel or a condo or anything, you get yourself a proof of address, you take that to immigration, they give you a form. If you tell them you want a proof of residency, tell them what it's for. It's literally a tick box, fill one form in. That's free to get. Some places, I've read online, some people saying you have to pay for it. You don't, it's free to get. You will have to wait. They might fast track it for more money. I had to wait 7 days for mine at Hua Hin immigration. So yeah, 7 days, you get that. That's the proof of residency. You then need to photocopy your passport. You need your passport page. You need your visa page. Any visa is okay. I'm here at the moment on a tourist visa, and I've done this, so you don't need like a long-term visa or anything like that. So photocopy your passport, your photo page, your visa page, proof of residency. You need to do your driver safety course thing, and let me tell you, the course is nothing to worry about. You could probably do it even if you've never sat on a motorbike before. You literally did a little slalom thing. You had to drive down a straight line, and then I thought that was the practice, and then the guy just said, okay, everyone's passed. So that was it. That's how good you need to be on a motorbike. To be honest, you could probably do it with your feet on the floor on an automatic scooter, and then you can drive home on an R1 or something like. They're not bothered. So that's all you have to do practically. There was nothing. And then to the actual test, the part that you might struggle with, there's a theory test where it's 50 questions. You have to get 45 out of the 50 right in order to pass. Now that was a little bit tricky. It's more about just the rules of the road in Thailand. I was a little bit surprised there are rules of the road in Thailand, but apparently there are. And some of them are a bit different to in the UK, so the right of way is a little bit different, things like that. Some of the road signs are a bit different. Most of it's self-explanatory. I think if you got lucky, you could do it without any training. But the driving school I went to, they did give you practice exams, so you could see everything, you could get it. So with the practice, you wouldn't fail. And they also said if you did fail, you could just take it again. So again, you've got nothing to worry about. It's really easy. Yeah, you do that. You also need to do a medical certificate. The medical certificate cost me 100 baht. The driving school told me where to go. And to be honest, all he literally asked me how tall am I, what's my weight, and then I just gave him my passport. He filled some details in, then 100 baht, and that was it. I think they're supposed to take your blood pressure, check your eyesight and things, but yeah, literally height and weight, fill the form in, job done. I've got my medical certificate. And then paperwork wise, I think that's it. I don't think I've missed anything out. Yeah, and then you just take all that at the driving school. They put it all together into an envelope, took it with me to the land transport office. You book an appointment on, I think it's DLT is the name of the website. That's Department of Land and Transport. You book an appointment, you go down, and job done. They give you the license. So it really is that easy. It's a temporary license initially, so it lasts for 2 years. After the 2 years, you can then, assuming you've not caused a pile-up or something, you can then change it for a 5-year license, which is a permanent one, and then obviously you can just renew it every 5 years. I think eventually you can do up to 10 years as well. So that's the process for getting a driving license. I paid in total 2,105, but the 105 to actually get the photo card that you get, and it's job done. So you don't need to pay more. You don't really need to go to like a driving school or an agent, but it did make it easier for me. And I'd say if you're not in a tourist area, you're better off doing that, because you might struggle finding English speaking people. I did see at the Department of Land and Transport here in Chatham, you know, they were doing courses there, so, and there were foreigners doing them. So it's really not that difficult to do. Once you get one, you'll then be properly insured if you're driving a bike, because if you're here on, like say, a car license from elsewhere and an international permit, although you can get away with it with the police with that, you're not going to be insured if you had an accident. Now, obviously, I'm properly licensed and I'm insured. I mean, and the irony of turning up on a Ducati to do my license and then driving home before having the license and everything is completely lost on the ties. Most people here simply don't have a license. I've asked the people that work in my condo, none of them even had a license when I was getting them to sort out the paperwork for my residency. Like, literally no one has one. So it's just how it is here, you know. But yeah, you can get yourself a license and then you're legal. Hope that's useful for someone. If it is, drop a like, leave a comment as well. Tell us if I've got anything wrong on there, because I know in different places it might be a little bit different. So leave a comment about that. Yeah, and I hope it's useful. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.